Your boy Chaos is back at it again, everybody. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to check out the details. How much plastic surgery did Michael Jackson actually have? Now, I've been hearing a lot of different things about, Michael Jackson, and, him getting plastic surgery on his chin and on his nose, and just like that's why he looks so much more different facial wise. Like, that did not sound right. Anyways, but so like his facial features don't look the same as they used to, like when he was younger. So we're going to talk about, or we're just going to check this out. I really wanted to see this video. I like to take these videos with grains of salt because you never really know. But I just really like to see, like, other people's perspective and, like, learn, like, what I can. But, I take most of these videos with a grain of salt. But anyways, so yeah, if you guys do enjoy, I think you know exactly what to do. If you guys are ready to vibe with more Michael Jackson, your boy is too. Let's get it.
Michael Jackson and plastic surgery. The two are synonymous with each other as a result of countless column inches dedicated to the artist's changing appearance over the decades. From lip reductions and cheek implants to eye reshaping and botched nose jobs. There isn't much that Michael Jackson's face hasn't allegedly undergone, as stated in the tabloids. Overtly sensationalized by media outlets or downplayed by the artist himself.
They really called him a freak? Are you kidding me? I saw that. They really called him a freak?
Sensationalized by media outlets.
That is crazy. Inside the twisted world of Michael Jackson, bro. What are these headlines, bro? What are these headlines? That is absolutely disrespectful. Wow.
Or downplayed by the artist himself.
That is so disrespectful.
What is the truth behind the years of speculation, and what plastic surgery did Michael Jackson actually have? Here's the detail. If this video title sounds familiar, it's because it is, as the first ever video on this channel was also on this subject. And because that video was somewhat popular, we thought it deserved a 2021 update. So, with the help of upscaled video footage and after 2 years studying Michael Jackson's evolving appearance, we are going to chronicle the plastic surgery procedures Michael Jackson has known to have undergone, alongside images of before and after, in order to make an accurate assessment of the work he had done during his lifetime.
It does look a little bit different.
Michael Jackson's first foray into plastic surgery came in 1979, when at the age of 21, Jackson reportedly broke his nose while in dance rehearsal. Needing surgery for the break, and with the release of his first solo record as an adult, Off the Wall, coming up, Michael decided to, at the same time, undergo his first rhinoplasty. Michael Jackson entrusted Beverly Hills plastic surgeon Stephen Hoffman, who would work on the likes of Elizabeth Taylor, Joan Rivers, Ivana Trump, and was Jackson's preferred choice for many years to come. Before, Michael Jackson's nose was characterized by its broad bridge and widened nostrils, as well as its lack of definition and projection at the tip. After surgery, Hoffman gave Michael a slimmer and more defined result, while still maintaining the integrity of his original nose. However, according to Jackson, the surgery was not a complete success, as he wasn't satisfied with its overall appearance and complained of breathing difficulties that would affect his singing. Therefore, in 1981, during the hiatus between Off the Wall and his mega-hit Thriller, Michael decided to go back to Stephen Hoffman to perform a second rhinoplasty. Hoffman later explained, quote, "Noses sometimes can't be reduced all at once, and it can take a two-stage procedure. Not just reshaped. Michael's nostrils were surgically reduced by cutting and removing skin, creating a scar around his nostril crease, resulting in the dramatically reduced size of his nostrils. And as a result of the second procedure, Jackson's nose was made even narrower, and the tip less bulbous."
Wow, man.
Still unsatisfied, and with Thriller skyrocketing up the charts, Michael...
Well, I mean, it's understandable if he couldn't breathe very well. Like, I can understand why he would get, like, I guess, like, that would a little, like, bit more narrowed down. If that's the full reason why. You never know, man. Michael was truly different. He was a different, that man was built different, bro.
Jackson decided to undergo a third rhinoplasty during the summer of 1983. Revealing the result in his Say 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 music video with Paul McCartney. This time, Michael's nostrils and nose tip were further reduced.
Oh, wow.
His tip was now as narrow as the bridge, and his profile was given a slight upturned appearance.
Wow, man.
Unfortunately, not all Michael Jackson's surgeries would be voluntary, as on January 27, 1984, while Michael and the other members of the Jacksons were filming a Pepsi commercial in Los Angeles' Shrine Auditorium,
I heard about this one.
Pyrotechnics set Jackson's hair on fire,
Yep.
causing second-degree burns to his scalp and extensive hair loss to his head. In the run-up to 1984's Victory Tour, Michael Jackson endured a series of painful surgeries, whereby they cut away scarred areas and stitched his unaffected scalp together in hopes of disguising Jackson's injury and covering the now palm-sized bald spot on top of his head.
That's sad. That's really like, bro. That's really sad, dude. Like bro was really living the good, like he was living a good life until, like, you know, the Pepsi commercial came, and then everything just seemed to like have some kind of downfall. Like, then you would start seeing him, apparently, like you would start seeing with like more plastic surgery and all that. Like, but that's really sad. That must have been so painful. Like, bro, imagine third or second, what is it, third degree burns on your scalp, and you lose your hair too at that. Like, and you just have a massive bald spot. That must suck. That must suck, man. Michael went through it. Michael actually went through it, bro.
As indicated in this rare home footage, presumably taken while Michael Jackson was recovering from surgery as well as practicing his dance moves for his upcoming tour, Michael can also be seen wearing a surgical splint on his nose as well as dressings on his scalp. This would suggest
he still moves
that
like a
his
pro.
Scalp procedures, Jackson decided to have his nose revised for the 4th time.
Again?
This theory is further substantiated when Michael appeared at his mother's birthday celebrations with his nose looking different, as though still slightly swollen a month after surgery.
Jeez.
During the Victory Tour, it was clear from Michael Jackson's side profile that his nose tip was further refined, and its upturned position had become unnaturally whimsical in its appearance.
Jeez, man.
However, by 1986, it became apparent that Michael Jackson was visibly having issues with his recently surgically altered nose, as on May 6, 1986, Jackson appeared at a Pepsi press conference with sunglasses on, disguising a nose that appeared asymmetric and at a stage of collapse.
Wow.
With filming for commercials and new music videos coming up, the next month Michael was photographed wearing a surgical mask for the first time. In that July, while attending the funeral of Vincent Minnelli, photographers noticed his nose altered, as well as the addition of a Kirk Douglas-style dimple to his chin. His jawline's new look was achieved by the use of an implant, as his autopsy report noted that he had 2 incision marks at the bottom of his chin. After the release of his Bad album in 1987, Michael Jackson's new look made him a relentless media target, with bombastic stories of him and his bouts with plastic surgery becoming regular tabloid fodder in the newspapers. After years of touring and
what did that headline say? Michael Jackson,
fodder in the newspapers.
He's back, he's bad, is this guy weird or what?
After years of touring and promoting, Jackson had little time to pursue additional image makeovers. On September 14th, 1990, Michael Jackson received the first ever, quote, Michael Jackson Good Scout Humanitarian Award at the Century Plaza Towers in Los Angeles.
He's got his own custom award. That's really cool, dude. That's cool.
Firmly on, it is clear that Jackson was again suffering from ongoing complications with his nose, as it appeared uncharacteristically pinched and in a state of collapse. Presumably, Michael had several surgeries to help rectify these issues, but for reasons that were medically needed and not necessarily cosmetic. Another ongoing grievance that Michael...
So why did he keep going back to get the surgery done on it? Like, I don't understand, like, what, like, because he burned his scalp, yeah, but like, what did that have to, like, he wanted to get it done for the 4th time. Like, I don't understand, like, what was the reason for the 4th time? Let me go back to the first time he did it. So the first time he did it, they said, hang on.
Jackson reportedly broke his nose while in dance rehearsal.
Okay, so he broke. That's why he. Okay, I forgot. I was just talking, like, I couldn't remember exactly what was said. But so the first time he broke his nose. Okay, so the second time he didn't. The first time he got it done, he didn't like the way it turned out. So he got it done for a second time, and then that narrowed down his nose. And then he had difficulty breathing, so he got it done for a 3rd time. But why? What was the 4th time for? That's my question. That's my question, bro. What was the 4th time for? I don't really understand that one. I don't really understand the fourth time.
Another ongoing grievance that Michael Jackson continued to seek treatment for well into the 1990s was for his scalp.
Yep.
With little success from his 1984 surgeries, Michael decided to undergo a radical treatment that would finally relinquish his need for hair pieces to disguise the bald spot caused by scar tissue left after the Pepsi accident.
Yep.
The tissue expander treatment consisted of implanting balloons into areas surrounding the scarred tissue that over time are blown up to expand the skin on the scalp. This is in the hope of then, in surgery, they can stretch the skin over the affected areas, cut the scar tissue out, and sew the healthy areas together. Because the whole process is so visible, hats have to be worn during this period. And for a 2-month stretch in the spring of 1993, Jackson was only ever seen in public with his signature fedora on.
Yep.
As part of Jordan Chandler's testimonial against Jackson, he noted that the artist would wear his fedora at all times, and how odd he felt it was
everywhere he
would
went.
even sleep with it on when they shared a bed together.
Wow. That makes sense, man. That makes sense. He had that hat everywhere he went. Usually, yeah, you'd see him like almost every single time I've seen him on video. Every single time. He's always wearing that hat, man. Always wearing that hat.
Unfortunately, this surgery was ultimately unsuccessful, and Michael Jackson would continue to rely on hair pieces and semi-permanent tattoos to disguise his hairline.
Semi-permanent tattoos?
By 2001, and at the release of his album Invincible, Michael Jackson was again having significant issues with his nose.
Yeah.
Presumably untrusting of doctors, the artist had effectively given up trying to rectify its problematic issues. Described by doctors as having a, quote, nasal cripple, Jackson could no longer breathe through his nose. From images, it is clear from his side profile that Michael Jackson's nose lacked any projection, as though it had...
That's crazy. He couldn't breathe through his nose anymore? What? Wow, bro. That's crazy. He couldn't breathe through his nose? That's insane, bro. That is absolutely insane.
Nasal rectify its problematic issues. Described by doctors as having a, quote, nasal cripple, Jackson could no longer breathe through his nose. From images, it is clear from his side profile that Michael Jackson's nose lacked any projection, as though it had collapsed onto itself. And also, he didn't have enough nasal passage for his nose to function for breathing. Behind the scenes, Karen
and that whole time he was still performing, could not breathe through his nose, and he would still perform. I gotta respect that, bro. I gotta have massive respect for that. That is absolutely insane. My man could not breathe through his nose. Got so many surgeries on his nose. Cause I still don't understand why the fourth time, why he did it for the fourth time though. After the scalp burn, I don't understand why he did it for the fourth time. Because it seemed like the third time, everything was good. Like, it seemed like the third time he did it around, everything was, okay. So I don't know. It probably could have still, like, the surgery probably could have like collapsed his nose, and he still wouldn't have been able to breathe either way. But it seemed like like the third time around, it was doing pretty okay. But jeez, man, I gotta have respect for that, bro. My man had a broken nose, could not breathe through his nose at that. Had a nasal cripple. Could not get any projection through his nose, like his nose essentially collapsed. And he still went out there, had to breathe through basically his mouth to be able to have enough, to be able to get enough oxygen into his body to be able to perform and do all these crazy different dance moves just for our entertainment. I gotta respect that, bro. I gotta respect that. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy, dude.
Jackson's longtime makeup artist has revealed that it was suggested to him that he should darken his skin and wear a prosthetic nose during the filming of his You Rock My World music video. However, once this request got to Michael, the artist was reportedly so distraught, he lashed out and trashed his dressing room, breaking down into a puddle of tears and crying over his years of intense insecurities concerning his appearance.
Jeez, man.
However, it appears that Michael Jackson did eventually seek treatment to rectify his nasal issues, as indicated on November the 13th, 2002, during an appearance in the Santa Maria Superior Court. During his questioning, Jackson was asked by the judge to remove his surgical mask.
Bro, I'm sorry, but Michael went through it, bro. Jeez Christ. Michael went through it, man. That sucks.
Got to Michael, the artist was reportedly so distraught, he lashed out and trashed his dressing room, breaking down into a puddle of tears and crying over his years of intense insecurities concerning his appearance.
Jesus, man. That sucks.
However, it appears that Michael Jackson did eventually seek treatment to rectify his nasal issues, as indicated on November the 13th, 2002, during an appearance in the Santa Maria Superior Court. During his questioning, Jackson was asked by the judge to remove his surgical mask, and when he did, Jackson revealed his nose was covered in tape used to limit swelling after surgery.
Wow.
After his appearance, images taken were splashed across newspapers with headlines suggesting the tape held Jackson's nose together, and that without it, his nose would fall apart. Of course, all untrue. Michael Jackson had actually undergone a successful reconstruction that brought a lot of the structural integrity of his nose back.
That's good.
With an intense fear of growing old and of the aging process, Michael Jackson became a regular client of Arnold Klein, a dermatologist that specialized in dermal filler injections. To initially treat Jackson for acne and scarring that had occurred as a result of cosmetic surgery, but then to combat the signs of aging with regular filler and Botox injections, starting from the early 2000s. As indicated by scars noted in his autopsy report, in 2003, Michael Jackson sought a more invasive solution and decided to undergo a full facelift procedure. Jackson revealed his new, more youthful look.
Yeah, I noticed that like his cheeks, his cheekbones like looked like more up there, and you know, I saw like the lines and everything. I noticed that like that did look a little bit different. So yeah, I did notice that part.
Michael Jackson sought a more invasive solution and decided to undergo a full facelift procedure. Jackson revealed his new, more youthful look by making several public appearances like that at the BET and Radio Music Awards that year. The latter being when this image was taken of Jackson, causing a media sensation and again splashed across tabloid front pages under numerous plastic surgery disasters.
Oh my God, bro.
A photograph Michael Jackson grew to detest. During the last years of his life,
man, that media did him horribly, bro. That media did him horribly. Of course, man, because like every single time he got another surgery, it just gets splashed around the media. And people would criticize him for that shit. That's I can't even like, bro. That's actually so sad. That is so sad. Wow. That is so sad.
By making several public appearances like that at the BET and Radio Music Awards that year.
Like it always just like the way I'm seeing it right now is always like every surgery like nobody liked, so he tried to change to something else that somebody would like, and not everybody would like it, so he tried to change something else, and that didn't help, and then he got distraught from it, you know, trashed his room or whatever, and then after that he was able to repair his nose. That's good, but then and then that got splashed around the media, and then now he essentially like did something to get a facelift, and then the media still like went at him for it. Like, dude, that's sad. That is so sad, dude.
When this image was taken of Jackson, causing a media sensation and again splashed across tabloid front pages under numerous plastic surgery disaster headlines. A photograph Michael Jackson grew to detest. During the last years of his life, Michael Jackson's dermatologist said that his aim was to rebuild Jackson's face in an attempt to make him look more normal, including a reconstruction of his nose using fillers. He said that his nose was small, but was beginning to look a lot more natural again.
Right.
Restylane, a temporary tissue filler, was also injected to build up areas of the face and even out others that had been visibly impacted by infection, scarring, and the effects of his long-term illnesses. But what do you think? Did Michael Jackson have more or less surgery than you had expected? And do you think there's anything here we may have missed out?
Jesus Christ, man. That is actually crazy, dude. That's crazy. If that video really is true, man, That's actually like so sad, bro. My boy Michael went through it, man. If that's the case, then Michael went through it, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this reaction on how many facial on how much plastic surgery did Michael get actually. But if this is the true video, man, then Michael actually must have went through it like a motherfucker, bro. Like, that is crazy. That is so crazy, bro. Like, I don't even understand, like, that's crazy. Michael definitely had to deal with some stuff, bro. He had to deal with some stuff, man. That's really sad. That is really sad. But yeah, rest in peace to Michael Jackson. That sucks that he had to deal with all of that, bro. Yeah, he really went through it. He totally went through having to go through all of this, like, you know, all this criticism, and, you know, the media just bashing him in each and every day. And every single time he would do something to change his face, every single time he'd try to go back to fix his face or something like that, you know, get facelifts, all this different stuff, the media would trash him for it. That's sad. That is very sad, bro. That's sad. That is sad. Again, rest in peace to Michael Jackson, bro. Rest in peace. But other than that, yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys so much watching along with me. If you guys did enjoy, want to drop me that like, comment, drop me the subscribe for your boy Chaos. That is very sad, man. That is very sad. That's very sad. But yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. And wow, man, that's sad. That is just sad. That's sad.